What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Elisha26, back at you again. 4 weeks post-op. The 9th is my actual 1-month anniversary for top surgery. But, you know, I had surgery on a Tuesday, so this is my 4 weeks, regardless of, where the days fall from month to month. So anyway, I just wanted to show you my progress in the past week. So here's my chest. As you can see, this nipple is healing up quite well. The blister's healing. It's getting browner. It's looking good. This nipple's doing its thing. It's getting brown too. 3 sutures left in the perimeter of my nipples on each side. This scar is a bit wider. You can kind of see that the pink is a little bit wider on this side than this side. And while we're talking about the scars, let's talk about this new silicone tape that I got. So, I got some new silicone tape, as you can see. Before, I was using this brand. It's called Mepitac by SafeTech. And this is what it looked like. You can see it's kind of thin, but over time I started losing satisfaction with this product. I got this for about 17 bucks on Amazon, and at first I was really happy with it, but over time I started to have little irritations with it that led to me not repurchasing it. One of the main things is, as you can see here, you see how it does that? Because there was a bend right here from it being rolled up, and then it peels away when it's straight. It was doing this on my skin a lot in this area, which was causing those areas to constantly have me keep pressing it down like this on both sides to try and keep it down. And if I wore a shirt, like, the shirt would catch it and it would just completely peel off my chest and be stuck to the inside of my shirt or fall out when I stood up or something. So it was just like a hassle to use. If I slept in it without a shirt on, though, in the morning, it would have adhered to my skin pretty well, even in the problem areas. But mind you, I was sleeping on my back pretty much like this. So maybe the position was part of it that helped. But this stuff is amazing. So let's talk about that. This is cheap quality, and I'm sure this is not medical grade silicone, whereas what I'm wearing is medical grade silicone. This is as you can see, it doesn't pull away from the skin. Even when it puckers, it still adheres to the skin. So I'm not missing any areas without the silicone on there as my body moves and does whatever it does. Okay, so let's talk about it. This is by Epi-Derm, and this is one silicone gel sheeting, and it's the clear. They have a color that's similar to this, but this is like not my natural skin color, so it doesn't really work out too well. Let me move this light around a bit. Also, something that you might have noticed is that it's huge. So I bought the gel sheeting because they didn't have anything long enough. My incisions are roughly 8 inches long, so I needed something that I could cut 8 1/4 inches in order to make sure that it fit my entire incision. And I cut these about 1 inch wide, which is wider than they need to be, but I wanted ample room on both sides to cover my incision. I didn't want my incision to not be covered on either side. I wanted it to be surrounded by the silicone. Not to mention that, it's a little puffy on either side of the incision. So, it comes in a pack, and it's a large piece. This is where I cut my 2 strips out of. It doesn't come with all these lines on it, but what I did was I took a Sharpie like this one, and I put 1 inch lines that are 8 inches long, 8 1/4 inches long, and then I just cut the pieces that I needed. And then this is some extra. I've got 2 extra sections right here, but this is roughly enough to get me through 12 weeks of scar treatment. See, now you can wear each one of these silicone strips for 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how well they continue to adhere. And they recommend that you wear them between 12 and 24 hours. But they do recommend that you take them off at 12 hours. Take a shower, wash the adhesive side, lay them flat to air dry. So as you can see, on one side is this kind of weird plasticky feel. So one side is slick, that's pressed against the top of your silicone strip on this side, and then the other side is kind of tacky, kind of like those plastic cutting boards that you see that fold like this, the really thin ones. We have one upstairs, and I just drew on this side, and because it was easier to draw on. The other side, however, is this really slick pink color, and this is the side that adheres to the sticky side, and they both come off really easy. It's, as you can see, this is the pink side, and then this is the tacky side, and then there's another little layer in here, because this can be applied as one whole piece, because it works well for burns as well. So maybe, you got a burn on your back, or burn on your torso, burn on your thigh. This could be one single application. But for me, it's going to be 16, 17, 18 applications. Weeks, pieces, I guess, yeah. And they recommend you use it up to 12 weeks, because at about 12 weeks of continuous use, that's about as much improvement as you're going to get using silicone sheeting. This is medical grade silicone, so as you can see, it's pretty freaking thick. You can see that's pretty thick. The paper says that, okay, so this is 11 inches wide, which is 40 centimeters, by 15.75 inches, which is, oh wait, no, that's 40 inches, 40 centimeters, my bad. And then it's 15.75 inches long, which is 40 centimeters, and it's 0.09 centimeters thick. So as you can see, it's thick. And if we compare the two, let me just get them up together. You can pretty much see the thickness is, trying to get the light out. Okay, so the thickness is, you're not gonna be able to get, I don't think you could get the same results personally. If this works for you, congratulations. I'm really happy that it did, because, it's cheaper. You could, definitely spend less. This one sheet costs $150. It's $150, but I think it's worth it, because, like I said, I want, my scars to be flat, and it's $150 for 12 weeks worth of treatment, because of the way that I'm using it, cutting it and whatnot. And so far it's great. So let's talk about the differences between the two. So some of the things that I noticed that were different between the two is that this adheres very well. It's super sticky. You can see that it's super sticky off break. Just put it right back down, and it went right back to sticking to my skin, like easy. And like I said, when I put my arms in these weird positions, even when it wrinkles up from the curve, it's still completely adhered to my skin. So even though it's kind of like wrinkled up, it's still adhered to my skin. This stuff, however, not the case. It was always coming off. Like I said, I was always pressing it back into place a whole bunch of times, and it just always fell off. It would get stuck to the inside of my t-shirt, get stuck to the sheets on my bed. There's countless times that I've had to keep reapplying this stuff, and sometimes I'd have to take a piece off, wash it, lay it out, cut another piece, and put it on. and then because it would get dirty with like lint and stuff if it got stuck to the inside of my t-shirt, or if it fell on the floor, on the carpet, it was done for the day. I don't see this stuff coming off at all. But I did a lot of research before I bought this from Epi-Derm. Some of the research, which is by BioDermis, is the actual company, but this is the Epi-Derm is the name of the product. I actually did research on, you know, what the different grades of silicone are used in scar treatment. I looked at the more commercial silicone like this versus the medical grade silicone, which Epi-Derm is made of, and I saw the differences. There are going to be people who swear this stuff works amazing, you know what I mean? The same way there are people who swear this stuff works amazing, and then the opposing views. But I did see a lot of really good results from this on YouTube, not just from the company. Companies always show their best light, but I did find a lot of good reviews and results from YouTube from people with burns and surgical scars. And this company makes dressings for all different types of stuff. If you had breast augmentation, if you had tummy tucks, if you had cesarean section, they make special shaped dressings as well. You can also get ones to go around your nipple. I don't think I'm going to have much nipple scarring. Or if you have a surgeon who does T-anchor for top surgery, which is where they go around the nipple, they come down and then go side to side. They have an actual T-anchor dressing that goes around the nipple, down the anchor, well, the stem of the anchor, and then the two base. That's for breast augmentation, but I'm sure it could work the same if you had a T-anchor incision. So I'll put all their information down here. Already I feel like this product is going well. Tuesday I stopped wearing dressings on my nipples with the Zero Form and the Band-Aids and the antibacterial ointment, and now I'm just doing my oils during the day, and then at night I put Meta Honey on both, and then I put a small square of a 2x2 that I've cut into 4 sections on there, and a little piece of paper tape to go across here, and I think that's helping with the healing. I'm liking what's happening. You know, this scar is a little wider, but I'm not too worried about, you know, as long as they don't stretch ridiculously more, it's barely noticeable. Once the color is more my normal skin tone, I think they won't be noticeable at all. As you can see, this is my Band-Aid, where my Band-Aids were at a lot. You can kind of see the glare on there. Hopefully that'll go away soon, now that I'm out of the Band-Aids. I'm just really happy, really pleased with how I'm healing. Very much pleased with this product so far. You know, I've been wearing it. I can feel that there's a difference between the two by leaps and bounds. So yeah, you guys will be able to follow the progress of how my scars are flattening and fading using this product, and maybe you'll get some of it yourself. If you have any questions about the product or anything that I'm doing, you know, you can post a comment down in the comment section, or you can send me an email. My email address is in the detail section of every video, along with my Tumblr. If you have Tumblr and it's easier for you to access Tumblr than email, you can send me a Tumblr message, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, because I'm on Instagram. I get a lot of those, so don't feel like you contacting me would be a huge inconvenience for me. It's really not. On another note, I went to the barber shop and I got my temples taken down. I'm getting my hair twisted up tonight because because I'm going on a trip to visit some friends on Friday. But I got my temples taken down, and I got my mustache trimmed, and I don't know if I like it that much. Not that he did a bad job, but it's just so thin. I'm not used to that. My mustache was actually pretty bushy before. This looks like some kind of French spy type of thing. But I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. So yeah, it's been a good week. Really happy with my new product so far. I'll have more to say about it next week. Shout out to everybody who's taking their shots already. Monday shot takers. You know, I'm a shooter on Monday, so you know, much love to my Monday shooters. Today's Wednesday. You're a Wednesday shooter. Good luck. Hope you have a great shot. And if you haven't done your shot yet, you know, it's coming up. And to all you guys looking at therapy and all those other preliminary stages, you know, I was there. Keep your head up. You're going to be where I'm at soon enough. You know, so don't get discouraged. I had a rough bout of dysphoria right before surgery that was really, like, crushing. It was very crushing. And, you know, you go through that at times, but it's, you know, all you gotta do is keep pressing forward, take it one day at a time, and it's easier to get to the other side and look back. You know, once you get to the other side, it's easy to look back and see where you were at, why you were so low, and then try and work on it. So just keep your head up, you know, keep focused. I've been doing the massaging still. I'm not really having any pain in my, when I massage. My mom says that means I'm not doing it right, but I'm not trying to be hurting. Still some numbness though. So yeah, wrap it up. Like I said, hit me up if you just want to talk, or if you have questions. I'm always, you know, pretty much always available. So until next week, much love and light.